Welcome back, guys. Now I'm going to explain to you what is support and what is resistance, how to look at the chart and how to identify if this is a support area or level or if this is a resistance area or level. And then I'm going to explain to you when support becomes resistance and when resistance becomes support and why that is. This concept is stupidly important. This is the real fundamentals. This is the basics of forex trading. If you are a trader and you are buying and you are selling and you don't even know how to draw support and how to draw resistance, I don't know what you're doing. You are straight up gambling. You are straight up gambling. I'm gonna be honest. You are wasting a lot of money. You are wasting a lot of time as well. By understanding support and resistance, by understanding these concepts, it will make you profitable. That's a guarantee. But let's skip all the chit chat and let's hop straight into it. Okay, guys, so basically, what is support and resistance? So this is a nice definition here. I didn't even bother getting it from the internet because I know they are going to give like complicated words. So this is my own definition. So basically it is an area that is stopping the market from going down below or it's going up above. So to give you an example of this, what this would look like. So here we are going to have a consolidation. It's a sideways trend. Okay, so this would be my support because this area, it's stopping the market from going down below. Support is always it's always going to be the one at the bottom. Okay, it's always going to be the one at the bottom, and resistance, it's always going to be the one at the top. Okay, it's always going to be the one at the top. This is the resistance, this is support. How I like to remember that is resistance equals to the roof. So basically the resistance is equal to the roof and support equals the ground. If I can make a stupidly real life example, my phone. Okay, my phone, the ground is resisting my phone to go below the ground level, and the roof is resisting my phone on going above the roof level. This is just a stupidly simple example. Okay, and that's basically what support and resistance is. So now I'm going to explain to you when support becomes resistance and when resistance becomes support. Like I mentioned earlier, if we think about resistance, resistance equals roof at the top. If you think about support, support equals ground, it's at the bottom, it's the floor. And now if you can have a look at this zone, at these two zones over here, you can clearly see the one at the top, this would be resistance, the one at the bottom would be support. And now the market is trading sideways, and now the market decides it's going to break the resistance level, pushes through, comes back down to retest the resistance level, and as soon as it shoots up again, this won't be resistance anymore. This would become support because now we are working with two new zones. There's another zone now, so this can't be resistance, this would be the support, and this would be the new resistance. And now if the market breaks through the new resistance as well, breaks through, comes down to retest the new resistance, and as soon as it shoots up again, this it's not the resistance anymore, this would become support because we are working with two new zones. So let's change this to support. This is my resistance. So guys, if you can have a look at the drawing as well. So whenever resistance becomes support, It's when the market is moving up. It's in an uptrend when a resistance becomes support. It's only when the market is moving upwards. Now, when does support become resistance? It's when the market is moving down. It's when the market is in a downtrend, support becomes resistance. So it's basically the inverse of what I just showed you. But let me make an example for you as well of how that would look like. So now we do have our resistance and our support level here. The market is trading sideways. And now the market decides it's going to break the support, goes up again to retest the support level, but now it shoots down again. This, it will change from support to resistance because now we are working with two new zones. So let's change this to resistance. This would be support. And now the market decides it's going to break the new support as well. Goes down, shoots up to retest the new support, goes back down. This won't be called support anymore. This will be the resistance. Resistance, and this would be your new support. Because now we are working with two new zones. And as you can see, this is when the market is trading down. It's going down. It's in a downtrend. Now guys, support and resistance. The concept of support and resistance, it's super important. If you are a trader and you don't mark out the resistance levels and the support levels before you are looking to buy, before you are looking to sell, I don't know what you're doing. You are straight up gambling. You are gambling. You don't know the direction of the market. You don't know what you are doing if you don't do this. And if you mark out the support and resistance levels, you will clearly see, you can clearly identify if it's in an uptrend or if it's in a downtrend. Because like I mentioned, whenever support becomes resistance, it's in a downtrend. Whenever resistance becomes support, it's in an uptrend. Super important, guys. I hope you still have your notepad to make some notes. Draw the stuff that I just drew for you. Make some notes as well. But now I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna show you how I mark out my resistance and support levels on a live chart. So we are currently looking at USD JPY, but let's just skip all the chit chat and let's get straight into it. Okay, so guys, we are now going to look at some real charts. I'm gonna show you how to mark out support and resistance, and then I'm going to explain to you when resistance becomes support or when support becomes resistance. So we are looking at USD JPY on the weekly time frame. I like to do top-down analysis. So that's basically when you start off with the bigger time frames and you work your way towards the smaller time frames. When you do that, it just gives you a much broader vision about what's happening in the market, the direction and so forth. So first off, let's start with seeing where this market is heading, what kind of trend this is. So this is a downtrend. Clearly this is a downtrend. The market is not creating higher highs. It's creating lower lows, higher lows, lower lows, higher lows, lower lows, higher lows. So let's start by marking out the resistance, because resistance is at the top, and then we need to mark out the support, which is at the bottom. Okay, so I see this is my support. That whole level is my support. So basically what happened here, the market, it came down and it got pushed up. It got pushed up again. So something in this area, it prevented the market from continuing to go down. Okay, so the market got pushed up. What I mean by that, if you check now on the daily time frame or even in the 4-hour time frame, you will see that this small move here, it's actually a huge move. But because we are looking at the weekly, it's gonna look like this. Now if you go to the smaller time frame, it's gonna be a huge move. So that's why I said that this would be the support, my support. Okay, let's do this. There we go. So now we mark out this. This is resistance, this is support. So now because we are in a downtrend, support will always become resistance. Okay, so now what happened from here, the market got pushed down, so it broke the support level. So now we have another zone here. Now because it broke the support level, it should go up to retest the support level, and then it should go back down again. So this, we don't call this support anymore, this becomes resistance. As soon as it comes up to retest the support, and as soon as the market gets pushed down again, this is not support anymore, this would become the resistance, and this would become the new support. So yeah, let's just see what's happening there. So now from this side came down, so then the market decides it's gonna break the new support, breaking the new support. So now we have a new zone here. Breaks the new support, goes down, and now it goes up to retest the new support level. And as soon as the price gets pushed down again, this will change from support to resistance. Because we are in a downtrend, support will always become resistance, and resistance will always become support. So now we are working with two new zones. Okay, but now from here, this support, it got broken, got violated. It went down, went down, went down, went down until here. So because this is now at the top, this changes from support to resistance. This would be my new support. Okay, so let's see what happened. Came down, something happened there, the market reacted up, broke the support, came down to retest the support. As soon as the market went down again, the support became resistance, and the market decides it's going to break the new support level. Goes up to retest the new support level. As soon as the market reacts and gets pushed down again, the new support level will become resistance, and then the market decides it's going to break the new support as well. So now, what can we expect? What's going to happen next? the market, it needs to retest the support level, and then the market will get pushed down. And as soon as the market gets pushed down, this won't become the support, resistance. This won't be support anymore. This would become resistance. But I don't think this happened yet. Let's check. Okay, so if I can just move this to give you a line chart. So now we go. Okay, so as you can see, what's the expectation now? The market, it needs to go to retest this level, and then it needs to go down. After that, if it's going to continue with the downtrend, after that the market needs to break this new support, goes down, goes up again to retest the support. As soon as the market goes down, this won't be support anymore, because now it's going to be at the top. We have two new zones. This would be the resistance and this would be the support. And guys, a simple trading idea for you. As you've seen the drawings that I drew, every time that the market breaks through support, it needs to retest the support level, and as soon as the market reacts and it goes down, becomes resistance. And in a downtrend, it'll always be like that. So in here, looking here now, what I'm expecting, when the market is on this area, when the market is on this area, I'm gonna take a sell. And there, easy as that. So now it's only in a downtrend when support becomes resistance. Okay, so now we are working with these two zones here. Now let's go to the daily time frame. Let's see what's happening in the daily time frame. Okay, so let's start here. So now the market, it pushed up. So here something stopped the market. Something stopped the market from going further up. Let's do this. Something here stopped the market from going up. Then the market, it got pushed down again. So this would be my resistance. This would be my support. Came down, and something here, it stopped the market from going down. So this would be my minor support. On the weekly time frame, this would be a major support. Daily, this would be minor resistance, and this would be my minor support. So as you can see, it went up, came down, got pushed up again. So this would be my minor support. And now from here, it broke through the resistance. It broke through the resistance. Now we have a new zone. Because something here, it stopped the market from going further up. So this would be my new resistance. This would be my new resistance. And this here, this level here, it would be support. Even though here it was resistance, but in an uptrend, guys, I know On the weekly time frame, we are in a downtrend. But if you look on a daily, we are currently in an uptrend. And it makes sense to be in an uptrend in a daily because at the end of the day, the market wants to reach this level, this one here, in order for it to go down again. But if you look at the daily, we are now in an uptrend. Okay, this would be the resistance. Market came down, resistance. It came down to retest the support. As soon as it moved up again, something here was resisting again, came down here. So this would be my support. Because something here is stopping the market from going down. Something here is stopping the market from going down. So as you can see, 3 times, these 3 touches in this area here. Every time the market gets in this area, it goes up. Now went up, it broke through the resistance. There we have another resistance, So this would be the resistance, the new resistance. It came down to the support again. So now we delete this one here because it's in the way. It's not valid anymore. Be support. It didn't touch there, it came down. And guys, so this is also where you can take trades. Because we are in an uptrend, we know every time the resistance will become support. So as soon as the market breaks through the resistance, comes down again to retest the support, as soon as it comes to retest the support, we automatically know, because it's in a resistance, the market is going to look to break to the top, because now on the daily we are in an uptrend. So you could have just easy trade right over here, below the support, and as you can see, you would have been in nice profits already. And you target this previous high. You don't target that one day. You target always the previous highs. And see, you would have been in nice profits already. Move. So as we are going to move to smaller time frames, there will be a lot of resistance and support levels. So now we are now in the daily. We are only looking at these 2 zones. We are now on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hours. Okay, came down here. Went up again. And something, it pushed the market down here. It prevented something there, prevented the market from going further up. The market, it came down. Something here prevented the market from going down, further down. So we now only looking at these 2 levels. This would be resistance. This would be support. Down here. It broke through support. It went up again to retest the support. then it broke. So now if you look at this here, this is a downtrend. So now support, it will become a resistance, and resistance, it's not gonna become support. So now it went up, retested the resistance level, it came down, and it broke through the support. It broke through the support, it came up again to retest the support. And as soon as the support has been retested and the market goes down again, this won't be support anymore, this would become resistance. And this, now we are on the major support, because on the daily time frame this is a support, so this is a major support, and this is your minor resistance, this is also a minor resistance, and this one here, this would be your major resistance. And because on the daily, on the majors, we are in an uptrend, of course we are only looking for buys. You buy right there. So now we go on the 1 hour time frame. Start from here, we can see this is a downtrend. Yeah, down, bearish, we are bearish. Yeah, as we move to the smaller time frames, it's going to be a little confusing with all the lines and stuff, but I just need you guys to keep up with the basics. Okay, just keep up with the basics. I can remove the drawings as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's remove the drawings just to make it easier for you. So now we are on the 1 hour chart. So let's start from here. We are in a downtrend. This would be the resistance, it's at the top. The market came from here, it reacted here. So something here, it pushed the market up. Okay, just to give you a clear view, the market, it came down, and something here, it pushed the market up again. So this would be support, and this would be resistance. And because we are in a downtrend, support will always become resistance. Okay, because we are in a downtrend. So now the market reacted, and something here, it stopped the market from going above this level, because we are in a downtrend. If this should have happened where the market came here and then it broke through the resistance, we would have continued with an uptrend. But because we are in a downtrend, the market is not gonna reach this resistance level. So now this would be the resistance, because we are working with these two zones now. Okay, leave this one. Resistance, it pushed through the support level, then it went up to retest the support level, and then it got pushed down again. So because that happened, now we are working with two new zones. We are working with this one here. So now this, it won't be support anymore, it would become a resistance. Support. Guys, I know I'm working with live charts. Charts, it's super messy if you look at charts, because like I mentioned earlier with my drawings, it looks simple. It looks simple. Anybody can do it. But now if you work on the charts, it's super messy. But if you stick to the basics, if you just check where the market is reacting towards, what point is there reaction? What happened on that specific point? Did the market go up? Did the market go down? What happened? And then at that point, you can see the market reacted upwards. So this would be support. If the market reacted downwards, this would be resistance. You know, so now we are here. The market, it pushed through the support, came back to retest. So it came back to retest this level. And when it retested this level, it got pushed back down again. So this would become the new resistance, the resistance level. This would become the new support. And then what happened? The market, it pushed through the support. It came up to retest the support level. And as soon as the market reacts downwards from this level, it's not support anymore. It's now called resistance. This would be support. Okay. So here it went through the support. It went through the support. It came up to retest the resistance. Now, if this retracement was like this, okay, let me draw it for you. So this is the market now, came from here, retested, went down, retested, went down, retested, went down, and now the market, it didn't retest, it went straight to the resistance. Now when this happens, it can mean that the downtrend is about to end. I spoke about this in my first video. It can mean that the downtrend is about to end. So as soon as this happened and this happened, as soon as from this area here, if the market broke through the resistance, came down to retest the resistance, then it would have been an uptrend. But that didn't happen. The market, it only went, it broke the support. So now we have a new support here. Yeah, it can be, it looks super messy and choppy. But yeah, just let's stick to the basics. So because this, when the market came down and decided it's going to retest this level, because nothing happened, the market didn't go down, this would still be support, because now this market is moving to resistance. So this would still be support only when the market retests the support level and it shoots down like here. So only when this happens, the market, it pushed through the support, retest the level. As soon as the market pushes down from this level, this can change from support to resistance. But if it never happens, if the market moves from here, breaks the support, And now when the market retests the support, it's not getting pushed down, it's getting pushed further up. This level, it will stay support. It will stay support because support is at the bottom, resistance is at the top. And look what happened here. So now the market from the resistance, it broke the support up until here. It came back to retest the support. It broke the new support, which would have been over here. If I can just remove this. So the market from this resistance here, it broke through the support, came up to retest the support level. It came down. It retested the resistance again, came down, and now this would be my new support level. So this would be resistance. And clearly what I can see, this trend is about to end. The market is looking to go up. Because it broke. So this is my new resistance. This is my new support. And it went down, came down to the support. It went up again to retest the resistance. Came down and it broke through the resistance. So now what I'm waiting for, because the trend is about to end, and as you can see here we have a clear head and shoulder pattern. So this would be the head, left shoulder, this would be the head, and this would be the right shoulder. This is an indication of a trend reversal, but I will do this in my next video where I'm going to explain to you double top patterns, head and shoulder patterns, evening star candlestick patterns. Yeah, I'm going to do that in my next video where I'm going to show you the double top, head and shoulder, evening star patterns, market candlesticks that you need to look for to give you just a little bit more confidence to take a trade. So now guys, if I want to take a trade, I'm just gonna wait until the market comes to this resistance level. I'm gonna take my trade right here to that level. My stop loss just above, and that would be give me a nice 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Okay, if you are watching this video, go check it out. Well, I'm just gonna leave this here. What can happen is this: the market is going to break through the resistance or continue down, or it's gonna retest. What's most likely going to happen, it's gonna retest. It broke through the resistance, now it's just gonna retest the resistance level, and it's going to go up again, retest this level here, it's going to go up, retest this level, up until let me see, on the daily we have the major resistance, up until this area here. No, can't be. This market is in a downtrend, so we want to be there. So in the market, I think the market is going to hit to this area and then it's going to go down because we are trading downwards. Yep. Yeah, but guys, this is it for this video. If there's any point where you feel confused, where you still don't understand what I'm trying to convey to you, please leave a comment on this video and I'll try my best to explain to you uh, my idea. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed watching this, and we are mastering the markets one candle at a time.